Hi, it's Donna Robertson with Fabric Cafe. What got you started on quilting? I know for me, it was when I had my first grandbaby, and I just got so excited because I'd been looking at quilting and I thought, I have a reason to quilt now. So I made a couple of baby quilts, and that was a long time ago, 31 years ago. So when did you start quilting, and what was the purpose of your first quilt? Keep watching. Hi, it's Donna Robertson with Fabric Cafe. Today we're going to do a book review on 3-yard quilts for kids. Now, this is one of the books that was inspired by all of our awesome customers who love to make quilts for charity purposes, and for those like me who make their quilts for their grandchildren. It has 8 different patterns, and the patterns are all well illustrated with your step outs. We also have some of them made up into twin size quilts. So if you wanted to make a twin bed quilt, then you could do that with 2 kits. So 1 kit makes a lap, 2 kits will make a twin, and if you're making it from just yardage out of your stash, you need 3 yards for a lap and you need 6 yards for a twin. So let's get started with our first one, and this one is called 9+1. Now, this is a super cool, easy pattern to do. I like the ones that can show off a little bit of the focus fabric here. And of course, a 9 patch is really easy. Some people say, I don't need a pattern to know how to do a 9 patch and cut a square. But the cool thing about a 3-yard quilt is I tell you exactly which fabrics to use to cut it out of 3 1-yard cuts of fabric. So let's put this one up here on the table. And we do not have the cute little cupcakes here. We've sold out of that. But we do have some adorable Care Bears. Now look at this. Isn't that adorable? This one has your focus fabric to be your Care Bears. The Care Bears will go here in the largest block, and that's your focus fabric or your number 1. So when you're reading our patterns, I write it for fabric 1, 2, and 3. The 2 fabrics that are remaining, you compare those and you pick out the darkest one for your number 3, your lightest for your number 2. So if we're looking at this, our lightest is going to go here and the darkest is going to go here. So we have focus fabric 1, pink is 2, purple is 3. And this one is called Care Bear Cuties 8020794. Now, we do have individual patterns, or you can get that pattern in the book Quilts for Kids. If you're buying 3 kits, you can take that book free and you'll actually get 8 patterns. So it's a really good deal if you buy 3 kits, select the book deal, and then put the name of the book that you want in the comment section. Now, the next one that we have is also a 9+1. So this is just a different fabric, and it's a lot of fun to be able to see how the quilt changes when you just change the fabric out. This one has some little airplanes. The previous one was a cute little pink and white quilt. Now this one's a little bit more boyish with the blues. So let's put that up on the table, and we'll see how this one's made up. Now, the fabric that we selected for this one, I think this is so cute. It's called Daddy and Me, and it's little boys who are working on all kinds of projects. And I know I fondly think about how my husband can't sit still. He's always got a project going, and Robert is just always making something, doing something, and I know that a lot of times the little boys follow them around and want to be just like Daddy. So here's our focus fabric, all these cute little guys with their tools. There's a little girl too. So we can't leave those out as well. So here's your number 1 fabric. It's going to go in this square. Your number 2 fabric is your lightest of the 2 leftover. So your light yellow goes here, and then your blue is going to go here. So this one is called Daddy and Me. It's 8020793. Again, we're offering the 9+1 pattern if you're just buying 1 kit, but if you buy 3 kits, you might want to look at getting the book free instead of the little patterns. Now the next quilt we're going to look at is Topsy Turvy. This is one of the more popular patterns. This one was designed by Fran Morgan, my daughter. And when she first designed this one, we've had so many good comments on it and compliments. It's just a fun pattern. It goes together really well. And it's one square that's just turned. And so we called it Topsy Turvy. Now we don't have any more of the sheep left, but we have some adorable brand new fabric we're going to show you today. This one is called Baby Bear. This just came in and it is so adorable. Look at those cute bears. So we've got some bears. We've got our little bumblebees or little honeybees running around there. That's our focus fabric. It's going to go in the number 1 spot, which is your largest block and part of the border. The number 2 is your lightest. This one has your honeybees on it, and that's going to go in this spot. So you're going to see a whole lot of these little bumblebees buzzing around the little bear. Cute, cute, cute. And then we have our woodland tracks here. That's your number 3. It's going to go where the black is in this particular one. So this one is absolutely adorable. Brand new fabric. 8021016 Baby Bear. Topsy Turvy is your pattern. It does come as an individual, or if you want to take the book, it's Quilts for Kids. Windmill is a fun quilt to put together. It only has 1 block. You do strip piecing, and then you cut it into units, and then the units are turned, and they're just turned back and forth, and you get this great look with the windmill in the middle, so that really is accentuated with that darker color. Let's put that one up on the table, and I've got some pieces and parts for this one as well. So we're going to put the fabric here, and this is great for those primary color rooms that are so popular with young people. You have a bit of a patriotic look to it, but it's also great for a nautical room as well. This is going to be your focus fabric with the little red and white stars and blue stars. That's going to go here in the largest portion of your quilt. Then your number 2 fabric is going to be the red with the blue and the white stars in the background. And then the number 3, which I was pointing out about how this is really going to stand out, will be your navy with the little X's. This is a really cute quilt. We have pieces and parts to talk about. So let's look at that. Your first step whenever you're working with the strip piecing, in the book will tell you how you can strip piece the 3 different colors, and then you're going to cut these into units. So we will make cuts with each one of those, and that is the only block you're using in the whole quilt. It's just turned. So let's see how that works. So this is your block that you're using, and notice how this is your largest piece, your middle-sized piece, and then you've got your dark piece. So we're going to put that one here, and you make these long rows. The rows will go together in this way. So you're just going to be turning them back and forth, and then when you get through sewing all of these together, you'll have a long strip of these. You make all of your rows identical. Then you take that one row and you turn it for number 2, and then you turn it back for number 3. So this is just a repeat of the same block laid out in the same manner. Super, super easy to do. All right, now then let's put this over here. This one is called 4th of July, 8020841. Windmill is the name of the pattern. Quilts for Kids is the book, and you can get either the pattern with 1 kit, or if you want to buy 3 kits, any 3 kits, you can get the book free instead of the individual pattern. The next one is one of our most popular children's quilts. It's actually popular for guys too, because it's a little bit longer than most of our quilts. Just the way you utilize the fabric, it just came out to be a longer quilt. It's 63 inches long. It has a row quilt. It is a row quilt. It has a strip of the fabric that's basically the width of your fabric. So it really does show off your novelties without cutting them up. It's one solid piece across there. Then you make your 4 patch for your row 2, and this one goes together so cute. We do not have this particular baseball fabric, but we do have another baseball fabric online, so you might want to check that out. What we have here is some other fabric that's come in recently that is construction workers. I love this. It's great. So this one's called Colorful Construction. Has all of these great primary colors with the dump trucks and the backhoes, etc. That's your focus fabric. It's going to go in your long strip. Then you have your red and your blue, and you're going to make your checkerboard out of the red and the blue. So focus 1, and then red is 2, and blue is 3. One Colorful Construction. Your number is 8020822, and you can either take the pattern Checkmate or skip the pattern, buy 3 kits, and you can get Quilts for Kids, the book, free. Now the next one is called Simply Blocks. This is also a fun quilt to make that goes together very quickly. The one thing about this one is it's best if you use non-directional fabric, or what they call tossed fabric. If you choose to use a directional fabric, you will want to turn your blocks, because the way you have to cut the fabric for this quilt is if it was directional, they'd be going this way. But because we're using a tossed fabric, that's no problem at all. So let me show you how that works. All right. So a tossed fabric just simply means there's not an upside down or a right side up. The animals are going every which way. So this one is so cute, and they will be going into, see how he's kind of upside down there, and this one's upside down. So it won't matter, because any way you turn that fabric, it's adorable. It's the focus fabric, and this is also a brand new fabric that just came out. Has these adorable babies and kind of a watercolor splatter look. I think that's so sweet. The number 2 fabric is the florals. And then the number 3 fabric is the lilac. I just think this one's a really sweet quilt. So it's kind of a woodland critters with a little bit of an update. They're called Woodland Darlings. 8021015. Simply Blocks is the name of the pattern, and you get 1 free pattern with every kit, or skip that pattern, buy 3 kits, and you get a book free. All right, we have another one that is a last chance. That means we're almost out of this one, but it's so cute. And this one's called Monkeying Around number 2. We had this same kit once before, and we had to replace one of the fabrics. But this is your focus fabric. It's your number 1 fabric. And then that's going to go in your large one. And once again, you can see how they're tossed in here, so they work beautifully with this pattern. The number 2 is the green. It's going to go in your background. And then the dark green is going to be where this red is, because that's the darkest of these 2. If you ever wonder whether it's a light or a dark, you can either squint at it and see the difference, or you can actually take a picture with your phone and change it to black and white, and it shows up very well. Simply Blocks is the name of that one. We only have 4 of these left. You could make a twin with 2 of them. The number is 8021014. And again, Simply Blocks is your pattern, or Quilts for Kids is the book. The next one is called Perfect Pets. Now the cool thing about Perfect Pets is when I designed this, I designed it with 2 motifs, and it's all made out of 3 1-yard cuts of fabric, even your applique. So we've appliqued a kitty on this particular one, and then we have a puppy to show you as well. So let's put the kitty up here. And we got some new fabric for this one, kind of updated modern kitties. Be really cute. And if you'll bring me the puppy dog as well, we're going to show you a pillow that we made with the puppy. Now I think the puppy is adorable. He has a little nose accent with the chenille, and then he's got a little tail down here, but it's a silhouette of the puppy, just like we have the silhouette of the kitty. Now the fabric that we're using for this one, as I said, is kind of an updated modern look. This would be so adorable. We're going to use this black and white in what we call our number 1 position here. So that would be where the yellow is. Then we're going to put this black and white here. I'm going to scoot back just a little. This black and white is going to go in the background here. And then you will cut the silhouette of the puppy or the kitty. You can do either one. And that will go here. It's with your number 3. So you see it's also going to be here and out here on the border. It's here. So this one would be absolutely adorable. And we're recommending that on your chenille, we have chenille in multiple colors, but we either have a black or a white that would look really cute for the tails and whiskers on the kitty, or if you like the multicolor, we do have multicolor as well. So see how we've done multicolor on this one. And the puppy has that little bit of chenille on his nose and tail. So this one is called Mod Pets, 8021013 Mod Pets. The pattern is Perfect Pets. It comes as an individual with the dog and the kitty, or it comes in the book Quilts for Kids. Now the last quilt we have is called Square Dance. This is a baby quilt, and lots of people ask me for more baby patterns, more baby quilt patterns. So we do have a lot of baby quilts that you can make a little bit bigger, but this is a great one that we've had been very popular. So we're going to put that up here, and this one has a nice block for your focus fabric, and this is really cute. This is another brand new fabric that just came in, and this one is called Little Critters, and it has the fox for your focus fabric, and that's going to go in your largest block. So everywhere you see this big polka dot is the fox. And then your number 2 fabric is the same identical print with different color, and so your fox is going to go here, and it will also go out here in the border. So that would be adorable, and it's going to be sashed with this, so when you do this particular block, it's going to have the gray that goes around that, and then it's going to end up with the gray on the outside edge. So this one is called Little Critters. It is 8021012 Little Critters. Square Dance is your pattern, and the book is Quilts for Kids. So I hope you've enjoyed that. We do have one more pattern that's in this particular book, and it's called Big Picture. I don't have a model available, but this one is absolutely adorable. You do use 3 1-yard cuts of fabric, but we used the whole fabric as if it were a focus fabric, and it has a square cut out of your focus fabric and put in the middle with your borders going around. It's very, very cute. So this particular book again is 3-yard Quilts for Kids. The book is $15.99, has 8 patterns. If you would like to get it free, you just buy 3 kits, and you can buy any 3 kits from our website. Select the book deal and then put the name of the book you want in the comments. So this is Donna Robertson with Fabric Cafe. Please continue to join us, and if you haven't done so already, be sure to just click below and say subscribe. We would love for you to come back and visit with us often.